Hey, gang, welcome into Rally Cap this week. Talk more baseball with Parker and I think it's a good time, Parker, to check in on some pitching. I know we're not even through the first month of baseball yet. However, we've seen some pretty stellar performances, and I know there's one guy in particular that you have on your mind.
Yeah, I just kind of had a question. We've had some interesting Cy Young races over the last couple of years, especially with guys like Tarek Skubal winning back to back, and will he be able to win a third straight and stuff like that. But what really stuck out to me is how long it's been since a reliever won the Cy Young award. And bonus points if you can tell me when the last time that was.
The last time a reliever won a Cy Young award, I want to say if I had to take a guess, it had to have been a closer. Am I right there?
You are correct.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Mariano Rivera.
Mo never
No?
won a Cy Young. When
Really?
you hear who it is, think one more time. Like think of a guy who may have been taking vitamins. Might have been taking his Flintstone vitamins.
Taking his Flintstone vitamins. It wasn't a Roldis
When I say
Chapman. It's not a
no,
Roldis
when I
Chapman.
say it, you're gonna no. 2003, Eric Gagne, 55 saves and 55
Oh my
opportunities.
goodness. That's right. That's right. Eric, wow, what a name. The only guy in baseball to ever pull off glasses. Only guy.
Yeah, honestly, maybe he very well could be. Yeah, if you're watching the video, guys, my camera's going to be weird today. I don't know what the hell is going on with my continuity camera, but here we go. Yeah, Eric Gagne, 2003, last person to win a Cy Young Award as a reliever. And the reason that sticks out to me is because there's a guy who's currently pitching for the San Diego Padres by the name of Mason Miller. And he's been an absolute unit, man. He is everything that you could want and more from a closer. He's already at the .7 WAR mark for the 2026 season. He has 6 saves. He's appeared in 9 games with a whopping 0.00 ERA. And I just want to throw this out there. In 9 1/3 innings pitched, 9 1/3 innings pitched, we are currently talking about 23 strikeouts. 23 strikeouts.
I
Was a 22.2 strikeouts per nine. So my question for you, and the reason I wanted to bring this up and talk about this on the show, is because we have a bunch of really good performances from a bunch of really good pitchers so far early in the season. But as far as the Cy Young vote goes, where do you see Mason Miller finishing in the Cy Young? Let's just pretend this continues throughout the whole season. Do you think he wins a Cy Young?
it's not out of the question. I guess I'll answer it this way. Um, Read that stat back to me again. So he has 9 1/3 inning and how many strikeouts?
In 9 1/3 innings, he has 23 strikeouts.
Okay, so let me frame this for people and
He's
moving
recorded
back into that
28
stat.
out.
That's exactly what I was going to say. So for those keeping track at home, quick math, 23 of the 28 outs are outs by strikeout, which is
Yeah.
literally nothing we've ever seen ever. So uh, to answer the original question is when you talk about a guy like Eric Gagne as a guy last time to win a Cy Young as a reliever, as a closer, I don't know how anyone other than Mason Miller would qualify for that award next. Like if he even goes through this season with a K rate at 35 or 40%, he's still Cy Young eligible. So for me, I think he's easily in the top 3 Cy Young if he keeps up this pace. Now, here's what I will also say is I don't know that, granted, it's only been 3 weeks of the season, so let's not get too crazy. But there's no one really in the first 3 weeks of the season, pitching wise, that's blowing me away. That makes me think that they can trump Mason Miller and a Cy Young unless they change something in the next 4 or 5 months, right? So, like, could you imagine a scenario where there's no pitcher that runs away with it, starter wise, and Mason has an opportunity to claim a Cy Young? I don't rule that out.
Well, Jose Soriano's ERA plus is currently 1,317.
Oh, sure, he can have it
That's
in the
through
American
4
League.
starts.
Yeah, he can have it in the
Oh my
American
God,
League.
you're completely right. I didn't even think. So I guess the next closest guy. Uh, hold on. The next closest guy would be like Christopher Sanchez. And let me pull his numbers up because Christopher Sanchez, while good, has not been like absolutely insane. He's rocking a 2.0 ERA, 2.01 ERA and 4 starts. He's 22 innings pitched and his K per nine. He's a 2.12 ERA plus. So he's also absolutely crushing it. He's actually getting gypped. His FIP right now, fielding independent pitching, for anybody who doesn't, completely bleed stats out of their veins like I do. FIP is the three true outcomes. So strikeouts, walks, and home runs. It's only taking your ERA based on those plate appearances that end in those three manners. He's actually
Hmm.
getting gypped because his FIP is 1.91. So he's actually better than his ERA even suggests with a 12.5 strikeouts per nine. So maybe Christopher Sanchez, I was even sleeping on him. So I guess that would be the next closest guy to Mason Miller right now. But the thing is with Mason Miller, it's 30 consecutive innings dating back to last year with no runs given up. So
Yeah.
what if we get to like 50, 60 consecutive scoreless innings? I think Mason Miller wins the freaking Cy Young.
I think he does. I think he would make probably the biggest case any reliever's ever made for a Cy Young. And I think going back to what you mentioned about Christopher Sanchez is I think the two front runners without looking at the stats would have been Christopher Sanchez and Yamamoto. And I think that will continue to be
Right.
the case because I think those two project well over a full season. Now, if I sort the National League by ERA, there's some guys ahead of Christopher Sanchez and Yamamoto that I just don't count on carrying this out over the course of the season. Guys like a Bryce Elder, Chad Patrick with the Brewers.
Right.
If you don't know that name, it's because it's Chad Patrick with the Brewers. Carmen Mlodzinski of the
Uh-huh.
Pittsburgh Pirates, Clay Holmes. Like, these are guys that are having a good month. Like, I just, I'm not worried about those guys. So that, with the fact that Mason Miller's having an historic first month, this will be his opportunity. If there was ever a chance, I think it's 2026.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Yamamoto, I will say, is a compelling one to bring up. He's having himself a good season. It's not fantastic. I only say that because while he does have a 2.10 ERA, the FIP is inflated a bit to 3.5. That's a little concerning. Not concerning in the fact that you don't want Yamamoto to have a 3.52 ERA. That would be completely fine. It just indicates that he's getting a little bit lucky with what he is putting up there. And maybe he's going to scale into the end of the season like he did last year. But as of right now, I guess what I would say is my Cy Young pick at this point is Mason Miller, and just the fact that a reliever's even in a position where I think he could finish top three in Cy Young, that's so.
So I want to bring something up as we kind of wrap up a pitching conversation. Something that really caught my attention. I was going through the stats for pitching, particularly in the National League, and I want to go to the Braves because Parker, when we started this season and we did our previews, we were crapping on the Braves left and right. Why? Because we were concerned about their starting pitching depth. Well, if you sort the National League by top ERAs, we can look at the top ERAs in National League, and that's number one Bryce Elder of the Braves at 77.77 ERA. Oh wait, let's go down this list. Number 8, Ronaldo Lopez,
Yep.
2.18 ERA, and then Martin Perez sporting a 2.21. And so this 13-7 Atlanta Braves team is making it through via their pitching. I wouldn't have bet any amount of money on that. None. Zero.
Yeah, you know,
It's
you're
wild.
right. I wouldn't either. So that's the thing. I wouldn't either, but I think that's why it's concerning. Um, I don't see a
Mm-hmm.
world where all of those things continue throughout the rest of the season, especially not in the division that they're playing
No.
with. Like, think about the
No.
pitching that is going to need to take place against the hitters they are going to go up against. Think about the Mets. Think about the Phillies. Think about all these really good lineups that they're going to run into every single time they're out there. I hope for the Braves' sake and for Braves fans' sake that they do really well, but I don't think Bryce Elder's finishing with a .77 ERA or even close to that. I think it's going to be more like quadruple to quintuple that.
Well, we'll see. Don't pay any attention to us Braves fans. Let's relish the good times there at the Battery. Well, let us know in the comments, friends. Let us know. Is Mason Miller really have a chance to win a Cy Young? What do you think? Let us know here at Rally Cap. Take care.